Hey guys, this is Mr. H. This is question number 39 from the Regents review. And this is basically a question that's basically asking, can you tell whether something is exponential or linear? So let's look at these tables and let's determine which one of these tables is exponential. So I'm going to do this two ways. I'm going to do it the quick way if you understand what you're doing. And I'm also going to show you if you forget how to do it the quick way, you can also use the scatter plot. So here we go. So the very first thing you should say is it says exponential. So you should be saying, oh, these need to be multiplying by the same number or dividing by the same number. So let's see here. So now let's look at the first table. So it goes from 6 to 9, so it's going up by +3. From 9 to 12, it's going up by +3. From 12 to 15, it's going up by +3, by +3. This is not exponential. This is the opposite of exponential. This is a linear function. So this is not the answer choice. This is linear. Now, let's go to h of x. h of x, it is going up by 5. +5, this is going up by +5, this is going up by +5, this is also going up by +5. This is also not an exponential. This is a linear function as well. Linear, and let's go to k of x. K of x. Now, this is not going up by the same amount. So this is going up by 12. And then from here, this is going up by 48. And then this one is going up by 96. Is that 96? No, it's not 96. It's, what is it going up by? It's going up by 192. But whatever it is, you can see that this is definitely not linear. Now, so as soon as you know it's not linear, then check to see if it's exponential. So, and the way that you determine if it's exponential, you divide. So 16 divided by 4 is 4. 64 divided by 16 is 4. Guess what? 256 divided by 64 is 4. And if you're not sure, use your calculator. And then 1024 divided by 256 is also 4. So this is going up by a factor of 4. You're multiplied by 4. So this is the definition of exponential. So this is our answer. K of x, number 3, is exponential. Now, just for good measure, let's look at the last one. Let's see, I'm going to make this one blue. This one is going down by $2.50. This one is going down by $2.50. This one is going down by another $2.50, negative $2.50. So this is linear because we're subtracting the same number. So this is linear. So we got 3 linears and 1 exponential. I did more than I needed to do, but you see, this is exponential. The answer will be 3. Okay, now, I could stop here, but not all of you will see how to come up. Well, I hope that all of you see how to come up with the exponential versus linear pretty easy. But now I'm going to erase all of this. And I'm going to show you using the calculator how you can still find this. So let me go to my calculator. Boop. Let's go get it. It's going to be here. We're going to use the spreadsheet and we're going to use the data because we got to check it to see which one. Now, here's one of the things that you should know. Let me bring this back up. If you look at the X values, they're the same for every table. So instead of doing the X 4 times, I'm just going to do it once. And the only thing that I'm going to change is the f of x part, the h of x part, the k of x part, the p of x. So watch what I do. So let's go back to the table. This is going to be the x column. And it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom, got it. And then I'm going to go over here, and this is going to be f of x. So I'm going to put an f here. This is going to be h of x. This is going to be k of x. And this is going to be p of x. So I just put, please don't put h comma or parentheses x because the calculator is going to get confused if you do that. So if you're going to use the letter, just use the first letter. that's the best way to do this. So let's go over to f of x and let's enter that. So this is going to be 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, boom, done. So we go over here and now we're going to put in 2, 7, 12, 17, 22. And then we go over to k of x, go up to the top, and we're going to put in 4, 16, 64. Wow, 256. You see it's growing really quickly. That's the sign that it's exponential. Exponentials are the quickest growing function. They're the Usain Bolt of functions. Exponentials are the Usain Bolt. Okay, this one's going to be a negative 9.5. And then we got a negative, negative 12. Then we have a negative 14.5. And then we have a negative 17. And then we have a negative 19.5. Press enter. There we go. Now we're going to go to the home screen. We're going to use the data and statistics. And down here, of course, we're going to put X. Now, what's this? That's the X. Now, all we're going to do is we're going to just look at each one of these. So I'm going to start by looking at f of x. That looks like a straight line to me. Doesn't look like exponential. Looks pretty straight. Now, I can go to h of x. I changed it to h of x and the dots didn't even move because it's still another linear function. Now, if I go, watch this, when I go to k of x, watch what happens. You see those dots moving? So it's going boom. This is exponential. It definitely isn't linear. It's exponential. Now, so that's the answer, k of x. We already knew that. And then let's look at the last one, p of x. Now, look, it's also a straight line, but this one has a decreasing slope or a negative slope. These other ones, this was linear, but it has a positive slope. And also, h of x is linear, and it also has a positive slope. But this is the answer right here, k of x. So now, if you can't just look at a table of values and figure out if it's linear or exponential, then by all means use the spreadsheet. Of course, this takes more time, but it doesn't matter. When you're taking the exam, you have 3 hours. So do not miss questions because you're lazy and you're like, oh man, this takes too much time. If you need to use the spreadsheet, please use the spreadsheet. All right, that's it, guys. I'm going to stop this and post.